Shalom, guys. Yes,
Shalom.
welcome to the channel, guys. In this video, it's pretty much giving praise to the Most High and just letting you guys know how good the Most High is and how His favor just always poured down on us. And let us know He's always with us, no matter what. You know, for us, a little background: we're from Columbus, Ohio. Like I say, we are journeying with us. We are a family of 7. Um, we have a nanny or dada family of 8, and so we've been here in Tanzania. We left Columbus, Ohio, and traveled to Tanzania, Dar es Salaam in 2020. At that time, we was a family of 5.
hmm
Yeah. So at that time, we was a family of 5. We had 2 beautiful baby girls here in the land in Tanzania. So now we're a family of 7. But with that being said, um, we just want to tell you guys how good the Most High is, and how He just been, just leading us step by step everywhere we go. We've been here in Tanzania for 3 years, going on 4 years. It's really going on 4 years.
Sounds
Three
crazy, right?
three
Going on
years
four
and what?
years.
3 months? 3 years,
Yeah.
3 months. So we just want to share with you guys some of the things that the Most High got us through. Some of the things that certain people deal with. But if you really keep your faith and just hold on to the Most High, everything's gonna be okay. So hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned.
So this is a testimony to our nomadic life in Tanzania. It has been incredible. And it's like just when you thought the Most High couldn't get any better, because that's literally our mindset. We're like, He's done everything. Like, how can it get better than this? He continues to show up and show out. I think we should start with
I guess let's just start with houses
mhm.
because each house is just a different story.
Okay. Yeah, so our first house in 2020, we were looking online on Consume Tanzania. I think it's called Katana now, something like that. But we were looking online in Columbus, Ohio. We saw this greenhouse online while we were in Ohio, and we were like, "Oh, that'd be cool to look at. I wonder if we can look at it." We didn't really think we would, but
Mm.
we thought it was cool. And so when we landed in Dar es Salaam, we actually contacted the person on WhatsApp, the Dalali or the agent in English. Dalali is Swahili for agent. The person that could show us the house, and she showed us the greenhouse.
Yeah, yeah,
And we were like, wow, okay, that's awesome. And so we signed a contract for that greenhouse, stayed there for a year. It was beautiful. Check out the link in the description if you want to see that, because that was like a huge video on our channel. Check that out. But yeah, that was mind blowing, right? So you're like,
yeah.
how can the Most High get better than this?
Yeah, and really, it was our first week here. It was before our
Yeah,
first week,
yeah,
so I want to say day 5 that we were here in Tanzania.
yeah,
We saw the house. We talked to the owner. Day 6, day 7,
yeah.
we signed everything. We moved in. Everything was good.
Mhm,
It had a couple furniture pieces. It had everything that we needed for our family. Like really,
mhm,
we obviously had to buy like a gas thing to cook and stuff, but
mhm.
had a couple couches. It had a couple beds.
Yeah.
Everybody was sleeping good. So
Built in.
yeah,
What they do here in Tanzania, a lot of times they'll build in the cabinets and stuff, so you don't
exactly.
have to buy a lot of dressers.
Yeah, so built in stuff like that. So it was everything that we needed. It's not everything that we wanted, but everything that we needed. It worked out perfect. Um, let's see. And before we moved from that house, we have to tell them the testimony of us. We had our card frozen.
Oh yeah, that was something.
So one of our bank cards froze for how long? It was like three
3 months.
months,
3 months.
3 months or something like that. But this is very important. This is why we tell you guys to check out our courses because we
Dream Life
explain
Africa.
everything in that course because it's
Yeah.
important to have another bank card. It's important to have backup because that time, ah, we had like what $2,000-3,000 just there,
Yeah.
and we can't even touch this money, but it's frozen. So luckily we had a backup card. Everything worked out. It was at a time where we had to figure everything out. The owners asking, "Hey, are you going to stay again?" Because we're trying to sell the house.
Right.
So we had people coming to that house, looking at the house while we still like stand there. We waking up and people showing up at our gate want to look at the house. I'm like, what the heck? So we're like, okay, we definitely got to move. We got to figure this
Yeah,
out.
you being extra.
So luckily we figured it out. I think we said we'd be out like, I want to say like the first or something. It was something like
Yeah, it was a
that.
year.
Yeah, we'd be out before the end of the contract, the year contract. So with the next house, what happened?
We saw it the last minute because we were
Yeah,
gonna sign a contract for the other house that was only 3 bedrooms, and we were like, well, I guess we can settle for this. It wasn't like as big as we wanted it to be and stuff like that. It didn't look like it wasn't like ideal for us. We weren't like, oh, this is definitely it, but we were like, okay, well. So we
yeah,
met with the person. She was a lawyer, and so we were about to sign the contract, and then you got a call.
exactly. So we was looking for houses. We settled on one. We met with the owner. We got the contract. We went home and said, okay, let's go over the contract. We need to change anything, we'll change it, and we'll come back tomorrow and finish everything. Um, but when we got home, I got a call. It was maybe like sequel. It was maybe
Nighttime.
like nighttime, maybe 6 or 7 p.m. this time. Got a call saying, "Hey, the owner said he will accept your price. He will accept your terms, and you can move in the next day."
Right,
And I'm
right.
like, "Oh
And it was
man!"
gorgeous, just
I'm
the
like, "This
area.
is crazy." I'm wow. Most I blew. I'm boom. We're like, "Oh, so we don't have to go settle." It's not like we was selling. We was happy. We was grateful for the house that we did find and we was about to sign. But the Most High had other plans for us.
Hmm.
So at the last minute, it worked out. Everything was good. We moved in. We met the owner the next day. It was cool. We paid them because with that house we had to wait on money.
Yeah, yeah,
We was
yeah,
waiting on that 10. Yeah,
yeah,
we was,
yeah.
we we was waiting on some money for that too. So I'm telling them, hey, this is what I have. I can pay you because we signed a contract for 3 months at a time,
Hmm.
and I think we only
Three
could
months
pay
rent ahead of
yeah
time.
yeah 3 months at a um and I think we only could pay like two and a half maybe. And I told him, hey, I can pay you two now. If I pay you two and a half, that's gonna be all our money. We're waiting on money till a couple of days, and we'll pay you the rest. Of course, he was uncomfortable with it, but he let us, um, you know, do it. He let us move in. Everything was good. The next week came. We paid him. Everything was good.
Yep.
The house was beautiful.
5 beds.
5 beds. Three rooms outside. So it was very very beautiful. Very nice. Um,
The views, everything.
yeah, the view was nice. It was just a beautiful beautiful nice house. Uh, what else?
Then the last house we were in, that's another testimony. That's a I
Yeah,
I
that's the
think that's so
biggest testimony.
interesting.
I want to say that's maybe the biggest testimony.
Yeah.
But with this last house that we in, so we wanted to move because really all our houses. So this is our fourth house. If you guys didn't notice, this is a different background,
Yeah.
but this is our fourth house here in Tanzania. So we wanted to move again, and we was looking for a house everywhere. We like, okay, we want to stay in the same area, but if it's a little out, we still got to stay in this area in a way. And in Mbezi Beach, if you guys know Mbezi Beach, it's a nice area. It has shops. It has everything
And
that you pretty much
busy.
need. But we wanted to find a house in that area. We really couldn't find one. So at this time, we were ahead because we maybe had like two
70.
months we maybe had 2 months to figure everything out. So we was looking, we didn't find nothing, and then one day, what happened?
What happened?
I think it was a Wednesday.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So one day I just, I was like exploring, looking at stuff. I was like, you know what? Let's go to Tonga this weekend. Let's just get up and go and see what's up there. And so that's what we did. We're, digital nomads. We're nomadic entrepreneurs in Africa. So that's what we do. We get up and go when we want. So we made a weekend trip up to Tonga. And I think when we first saw it, we were just like,
And you're like, whoa,
This
look at
place
this,
is
everybody.
gorgeous. Like, we gotta live up here for real. Like, we have to come back up here. And so we would travel back and forth from Dar to Tonga like for a few months. And so when we finally moved to Tonga, at first we were staying with some people and looking for houses, and it was difficult to find a house out here because in Tonga, man, when they say in Africa you gotta know people, in Tonga that's 100% more true.
Yeah.
Because Tonga's a small town. When you're in a small town in Africa, you have to know people. Like, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna find stuff on the internet. The maps don't work because Google doesn't know. The satellites don't know all this stuff. The Earth, especially Africa, is way bigger than you think it is. So Google ain't gonna be able to tell you what to do. So we had to put our feet on the ground and look for houses. It was like the last, what, we were looking for houses for 2 weeks, 1 week,
No, it no, I'd say 1 week.
1 week. Okay.
But the crazy thing with this house that we had last time, um, we saw it the first day we was looking at houses,
Yeah, but continued searching.
but we kept continue searching, continue searching. Of
The
course, it was
struggle.
big, it was huge. The price
Stunning.
wasn't the price that we wanted and stuff like that.
But the
So we
price
just kept,
was good for
yeah,
that
yeah.
house.
So we
Very
just kept
good.
we kept looking. And then I think the last time he showed us houses and stuff, we went back to the house that we saw the first day, and I'm like, oh, this is
Yep.
it. I'm like, man, this is it.
Yeah.
She was like, yes, this is it. Me, I'm like, oh,
Yeah, because the most I
this is
showed it to me, I was like, oh yeah, that's it right
it.
there.
But with that house, man, all praise to the Most High.
Yeah.
We've been there for a year and
Year and a
three
half.
months. Yeah,
The longest house we have been in.
yeah,
In Tanzania.
year and a half really,
Yeah.
because we moved a little bit early. Um,
Yep.
so we've been there a year and a half. Um, everything was beautiful. Everything worked out. You know, we added to our family in that house. Um,
Even the relationship you don't have with the landlord.
yeah. So that, shout out to the landlord. Not saying anything bad, but if you hear this, freshly fresh, everything's good. Everything's good.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
but it's crazy because the landlord, he was out of town and we never met him. We was just
Mhm.
sending him money, and it was at a time where Tanzania stopped accepting USD,
Mhm.
or they couldn't transfer T shillings to USD.
That's a whole nother topic,
So
but
that's a whole nother thing. So we had to figure things out. I'm like, oh, how I'm supposed to pay you, this and that. It was a big thing, and so we got behind on paying him, but we would still pay him um, when we figured everything out. So at that time, we were, behind. I want to say behind 1 month. Yeah,
mhm.
we was behind 1 month. Um, so he decided he came back in town just to meet us, just to figure
Mhm.
everything out to get his money. And at that time, I want to say like 3 weeks ago, we
Yeah.
started kind of looking.
Yeah.
3 weeks from today, I say, we really started looking at houses, and ah, this house hunt is not good.
In
It's
Tonga,
in Tonga
child.
and just everywhere we was looking, it wasn't good. It wasn't
Although
better.
it
It
was
wasn't.
better than the last time.
Yeah, it was better
There
than
were,
last time
yeah.
because I knew people here, so I can tell. Hey, this and that. We're looking for this. We're looking for that. Oh, you found
We
one.
had
Let's go
viable
see.
options.
Yeah, but houses here is not done.
Yeah.
Like it'd be beautiful houses, but it's not done. It's not ready
Yeah.
to move in, and that's what we needed. We needed something to move in right
Yeah.
away.
Not something where we got to build it up. We
Yeah,
ain't got time.
put windows up and stuff, and
Mm-mm.
it wasn't that. So one day we came. I want to yeah, we came back from the beach, um, and I'm backing up the car, and it's another car in our driveway, and I'm like, oh, son, who's this? Um, it was the owner of the house. And the thing with that, he told me that he was gonna come 2 weeks earlier on that Monday. So the Monday passed, no show. The next Monday, no show. Now it's the Wednesday or Thursday. He's there, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
Wednesday
oh
or
snap.
Thursday.
So I'm like, man, this is the owner now. I'm looking crazy. We just swam. My eye, like, I'm like, oh man, I gotta talk to this guy when I'm looking crazy, but it was okay. He just wanted to talk to see what was going on, what's the next thing. we still have to owe him for this last month that we've been here and this and that. So I'm telling him, we really can't do it. I don't know what to tell you. Like that's the situation. We really can't do it because if we do it, that's gonna be everything that we have. Blah blah blah. But he was very at first he was very like he really needed his money. I understand. He really needed it. But um I don't know what switched because we had to owe him the money that we had to owe him. But he said, okay, how about this? I have to leave town in a couple days. If you just pay me $300 less than what you usually pay, we'll be good. I'm like,
Which was the Most High's favor?
yeah, of
The
course,
brotherhood.
of course, of course. Um, but it's Shime. I'm like, dang, $300 less. I go talk. Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, we can. I'm like, okay, cool. I go, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Man. Yeah, we can do it, man.
Yeah,
But I
because
know we
mind you,
could.
at this time,
Yeah,
all throughout this story of us going to Tonga for the last year, we've also been investing in our cabin property in the
exactly.
mountains. So we put aside money every single month to build up there as well.
Yeah. So it's like a lot. It's a lot that we had to handle. Um, but with that being said, he said $300 less. I'm like, okay, cool. I can do that. He said, he's talking to me. He said, usually I rent this house out for
$1,000?
I would say $1,000. I say a little bit more than $1,000, right? For the last 10 years.
It's a nice house.
Nice
His
house,
wife designed it very well.
fully furnished, 5 beds, everything in there: refrigerator, stove, couches, beds, nice beds, just everything that you need in there. Um, he said, "Yeah, I usually rent it out for more than 1,000, and this is the first time that I didn't do that. So you got very lucky." And I'm like, it's not luck. It's not luck.
That's
That's
favor.
favor. I wanted to say that, but I couldn't because it was just that situation where I couldn't say anything like, nah, haha, the Most High looking out for us. And no, it wasn't that situation. So told him that, like, all praises, everything worked out. But here's your $300 less than what we have to pay. So the next day, I went to go drop the money off, and I was supposed to. We had to go look at actually this house. We had to look at this
Oh,
house that
wow.
we
Yeah.
in right now, and um, it was supposed to be quick. I'm supposed to drop the money off to him and go. So he said, "Oh, come sit, come chill. You want water, juice, whatever?" And I'm like, I really gotta go, but yeah, here you go. So he's just talking to me, just picking my mind, just understanding, you know, me as a man, as my family and everything. And he really, he that's my brother now. That's my brother now. Like really, it's crazy how at first it was like a situation that wasn't good. But after that conversation that we had, we got to know each other. We got to understand what we're doing here, the kind of business that we want to
Your
do,
age.
the age, my children, just everything, just my mindset really of what we really trying to do here in Tanzania. Everything's flipped. So that's a new connection for us. He's talking about, hey, maybe we can do another project in the future because I have this going, I have that going. Whatever you're doing, we can link up and try to
Mind
do
you, this
something.
is an African, a
Yeah,
Tanzanian. This isn't an Arabic person. This isn't a white person. Just to
yeah,
put that in your mind.
yeah. So it was just like because if you talk to him, you'd think that he's I don't know how to put it, Arabic or something. But when you see him, you're like, oh, this guy, he look like me.
Yeah.
So that was a release.
Sticking
Nothing like
you.
that. But it was just like, oh, Snide, what's up, bro? Yeah, like, it's good. But
Oh man, you funny.
um, with situations like that, I would just have to tell whoever's listening to this, just stand strong. Know that the Most High is right there with you. Have that faith. Stand with the favor of the Most High. You know, you really have to. You really have to know who you are and whose you are because that situation could have been very bad. He was very connected with a lot of people. He was saying things, but at the end of the day, the Most High's favor is a blessing. It
Yeah.
really is.
Especially when you're called to a place. You just need to know the place you're called to because the provision is at the place you're called to. Like everything you need is there. Overly and beyond what you need is there. But you have to be in the right place.
Exactly. All right. So I'll let you do this house then.
Yes, this house. So we were searching for houses, searching, and stuff just didn't look right. I'm like, this, no, that ain't right. Nope, that ain't right either. Going to this house, no, that ain't it. You know, some of them we were like, oh, maybe. Then somebody was like, oh no, it's not actually available. So then we go to this house and we're like, man, we need this to be like it.
Yeah.
So we come in, and I automatically knew once I saw the inside of the property, because in Africa there's like compounds, so it's like fenced off. And so once I saw the property, I was like, oh yeah, this is it. And so we go in the house, gorgeous, the way she designed it. There's like a little island in the kitchen, fully furnished, beautiful. The price, child, I don't even know if I want to say the price. Y'all not gonna believe it. Y'all gonna
Go
think we
ahead, say
lying.
it. Just say the price of the house, not with the furniture.
What's the price without the furniture?
350,000.
$100.
350,000.
Y'all,
So yeah, the house was 350,000 for 5 beds.
which is exactly what we need because we got a little budget for building, right? And so yeah, it's incredible. We're closer to the mountains now. Like it's everything that we could ask for and beyond that because the Most High is just providing in such a way. Like yo,
I'm telling you,
I wish I could tell you. I don't have the
it was
right
like
words.
a restart. Put it like that.
Yeah,
It's like a restart. We was going down to restart the clock. You got to restart the clock. Boop. And I'm
yeah,
talking financially. Restart the clock.
yep.
Boop. So
Yeah, because the day we moved in, one of my clients, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go in a different direction." So I was like, "Okay, hallelujah." So I just start worshiping because that's what I do. Y'all know I'm a worshiper.
I'm
I
telling
like
you,
writing worship and all that. And so I'm just happy. Well, I don't know what's about to happen, but
yeah.
I'm happy.
Well, we don't look. We still got to get the food from the house. Look, I'm
Yeah,
out
yeah,
I'm at the other house getting everything in the van. Ah, I'm like, bro, we only got this amount of money. Ah, I don't know what we gonna do, but hallelujah, all prayer. I'm not worried. I know everything about to work out. 'Cause that's what
yeah,
the Most High do. He just wait
yeah.
until the last minute to see if you
That's
gonna hold
him.
on.
That's him. To see if you're
I'm
gonna
holding on.
worship him or not.
Yeah. So I'm coming
Knowing
back.
this,
Go
I
ahead.
start worshiping.
Yeah.
So I'm singing songs. I'm like, okay, this is great. So Most High's about to do something. So literally the next day,
Wait, I gotta tell my story before that.
it's gonna die.
Go ahead, let's do it. So, look, I get the stuff from our house to come. I get the last little stuff, clean up the other house. Coming back, I get stopped by the police. Right? Police say, "Oh, you were speeding. This and
You're
that.
like, what else?
Your fee, the fee that I'm gonna charge you is the exact money I have in my pocket. The money that the money that I have to spend to get food for the household. So I'm like, I really can't do it. I can't do it. I'm telling you, I don't know. My daughter's here asleep.
Oh god.
I got a van full of stuff. I need to get home. I need to go pick up my children. I'm telling you, Zay, everything, I can't do it right now. But just trust me, everything's gonna be good because look, everything's gonna be okay. You have to trust me. I'm a good guy. I'm not gonna forget about you. I just got to deal with a lot right now.
Y'all know you can't do that in America.
Yeah. So
Child.
he's like, okay, just go, come back, and this and that. So go ahead. Go ahead.
So
I
while
come
this is
home. Yeah.
happening, I'm talking to a client. So people always schedule calls to work with me. And then I put them through this process to qualify them to see if we would be the right fit to work together. One of the calls, the lady was a no show. The second call, there was a time gap mismanagement. And so when we finally got on the phone, this lady, she's from Nigeria, but she's in America. She's a finance consultant. And she's literally like, I'm ready. Like, come on, give me the contract. I'm ready. And so I sent her the contract, and it is the largest contract we've had to date, paid in full. Man, if y'all don't believe in the
Man,
Most High, y'all bet. Look,
I pull up to the house. And I'm like, babe, the police just let me go. I gotta pay these people. This is all the money we have. I can try to get. I
This
can
is all
try.
we have.
I can try to give him like a little less, and we can have something that's gonna sustain us for a couple days till
A
we
little
can
something.
figure something out. But I have to pay this guy when I return back that way. Um,
Bye bye.
I get home. She tell me that ah, it's just praise. I walked away. I'm crying. Yeah, I'm like, man, Most High, man, what,
I'm in the house
what?
dancing like,
I'm like, oh my
look at
God,
the Father.
uh, I was really thinking like we done. Oh, I'm telling you the Most High, I'm about to cry right now thinking about how good He is because it's literally those little moments right there where you got to stay strong. You have to stay strong. You got to know everything's gonna be okay. You have
Do
to
not
know.
start complaining.
Don't
Whatever you
complain.
do, just shut your mouth
Just
and
just
worship.
give Him praise. Like, okay, hey, hallelujah. Thank you for allowing the police to let me go, to get home, to drop my daughter off in her bed, to drop all this stuff off at the house, and then boom, I get home. That it was like, man, the Most High is good.
Yes, He is.
The Most High is awesome. He is wonderful.
That is our testimony of being nomads in Tanzania, going place to place, building in the mountains.
Yeah, I tell you, and the cabin's almost done, so stay tuned for that, guys.
Sacrifice, praise, worship, and be obedient.
Exactly. Yep. I was about to say obedience is E. Oh, all praise to the Most High.
So if you're trying to come out to Tanzania, you're trying to come out to Africa, do it because the Most High's got you.
That's why I be
Don't
trying
let
to
the
tell
naysayers
people.
come to you.
That's why I be trying to tell people.
Mm-mm.
The local, he keep telling me this and that. Just hold on, bro. Be patient. I know it's hard right now, but everything's gonna be okay. You gotta know it. Just keep moving. You can't just sit here and say, "Okay, I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait."
Because He's on the throne
No,
and He's got you. So
you
you
gotta
got to
keep
act
moving.
accordingly.
Really, just keep moving. But like I say, that's our testimony, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you share this video with somebody that you think will encourage. And
Move
yeah,
to Africa. What you
like
waiting
come on, for
for?
real. We really trying to set everybody up. We setting everybody up. Like it's not no trying to. We just really trying to help people. Like literally help people sustain themselves here for long term. It's not no quick money. It's nothing like that. You have to make money to sustain yourself here. So, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, you guys say anything?
Move to Africa. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom, guys.